Boom, my people, my people. Blessings to everybody that's tapping in. Much love to you all. Much appreciated for you guys tapping in with us, man. Got my brother Piano Man about to talk about some things that would really need to be talked about. Get you guys thoughts. This show is more of I want to know what you guys think thing. I want to know what you guys think. I want to know how you feel about it. I was very interested in knowing how people thought about this and what the Bama fans thought about this, man. First of all, shout out to everybody out there, man. Much love to all my people, all my good people. You already know what it is. You already know what it was, and you already know what it's gonna be. Shout out to my brother Piano Man. How you feeling, Piano Man? How you doing? Good to see you, bro.
What the business is with the witness. What the business is. Roll Tide,
Already,
everybody.
already, man. Roll Tide to everybody out there, man. Much love to everybody out there. Been a minute since a brother been able to get on. You already know how life do. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to
Life
pay the
is life.
bills. Life is life, and bruh. Somebody got to pay the bills around here. Somebody got to do it. It just happened to be me. You know what I'm saying? Much love to everybody, man. Roll Tide to everybody, man. Please hit the like button if you guys will. You know what I mean? Got a gang of people on Twitter, gang of people on YouTube. Please hit the like button if you will, please, man, so we can get this thing cracking, rolling the way it's supposed to be, man. Much love to everybody who tapped in. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff that they always say. What's the big deal with the good old people? We about to see, and just tap in, man. We're not gonna worry you long, but we did want to tap in with you for a minute and see what you guys thought about all the goings on, what's going on, and that's just what it is, man. Who all we got in here, man? Roll Tide to all my broskies, all my fellas. You know what I mean? Bill Williams, Roll Tide with your brother. Bill wants to have a spring game, and we will. Bama will. You know, we will have a spring game. They're not going to take Alabama spring game away, but I do want to see what you guys think about it. I do want to get you guys' opinion about it. Kimberly, what's up with you, Kimberly? Roll Tide to you, man. Yeah, Bama, we should have ours though, but I will. We gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about it. I have a. We gonna talk about it. Much love to you, Kimberly. Thank you for tapping in. Happy early birthday to my girl, Janet. And happy anniversary. Early anniversary to the homegirl, Janet, man. She got a double day coming, the B-Day and the wedding day all together,
Yep.
man. Anytime you got love and you're together and you got your mate, your domestic partner, your husband, whatever you want to call him in 2025, your mate. That's a blessing.
That's
That's a
right.
blessing, man. Right, Piano Man?
That's right. Happy anniversary. Happy birthday, Auntie Janet. We hadn't spoken in a while, but big ups to you, you and your spouse, and may you experience many more, both birthday, anniversary. Nothing better than love.
Nothing better. Shout out to you, Jen. I'm so glad you tapped in. Thank you for tapping in. Always appreciate it. Hope you have a great day. Two times the
Yeah.
blessing, man. Always, Janet. You know how we do. Crimson Dad 813. What up with your brother? How you doing? How you feeling? Hope it's good, man. BT, what up with you, B? How you doing, bro? You already know, bro. That's the homie right there. That's my broski from another
Hmm.
Moski. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Anitra. Anitra, what's up with you, girl? Good to see you. Good to see you tapping in. Thank you, Anitra. You always love from me to you. Roll Tide, rise up, my bro from back in the day, from Stephen A. channel, A. Smith channel, Stephen M. Smith channel, all the way to Kyle's channel. Much love to you, brother. Much love to you, man. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Latoya, what's up with you? How you doing and how you feeling? Good to see you, girl. Hope everything okay. Hope you're doing well. My boy Bob is in the house. What's up, Bob? Good to see you, man. Good to see you, Bob, brother. Roll Tide, roll to you, Bob. For sure, for sure. Thank you guys for tapping in, though, man. We want to get into it, man. Is that LaQuasia? Quay, what up with you, Quasia? Home girl, Quasia doing her thug thizzle. Good to see you, Quasia. Good to see you up
Hey,
in the house, man.
I see Dwight and Bino. I see all of them
Yeah,
over. Yeah, good to see my folks from over there keeping it a buck. Glad they
facts.
followed your boy.
Facts, man. I always follow the homies. I always follow and show love. We got love for you
Yeah.
guys and appreciative of you guys. Kanafi, what's up with your boy? Good to see my bro. Seen my bro last night in Justin and them on Justin and them show. You know what I'm saying? Much love to
Uh-huh.
Kanafi, man. That's the broski for sure, man. Dwight, what up with you, bro? B2A Nation, built to
Mhm.
ass. You already know that's how we do over here. Shout out to my bro Dwight, man. It's my talented brother right there, man.
Yep.
Much love to Dwight, always showing love. Much love right back to you, Dwight. You already know how we do, broski. You already know, man. Carla, what is the business? What's my sister Carla in the house? So good to see you, Carla. It's always good to see you, man.
That's
Much
it.
love to you and your family. My home girl, Lisa.
Lisa
Lisa Fitz you, Lisa Ross, whatever the hell kind of Lisa you want to say. That's the home girl, Lisa. Lisa, what up with you, girl? Much love to you and your family. Much love to you and your family. Hope you guys doing well, staying warm, way out there. You know, I know it's
Yeah.
tough, right? Because it's cold as hell here in Bama. So I know it's cold out there. Stay warm, man. Good to see you, Lisa. Thank you for tapping in, girl, as always. DeMarco, what's up with you, D? DB in the house. Blessings to you, brother. Good to see the homie DB in here doing his thing as usual. Much love, man. Nick, what's up with you, boy? Roll Tide to you, man. Roll Tide. You already know how we do. Much love to you, Nick. Good to see you, bro. Good to see you, family. You know what I'm saying?
Nick.
Lisa. Got another Lisa. That's a great
Yeah.
name, Lisa.
Lisa D. Yeah.
Lisa D in the house.
Lisa
What's up,
D
Lisa
in
D?
the
That's
house.
my Alabama A&M representative right there.
That's it.
You already know
And if
how
I'm
we
not
do.
mistaken, excuse me, Coach, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken, I believe Lisa D like them Steelers too. I think she does.
Lisa, I knew I liked you. I knew I
think
liked you from
that's
the
her.
damn jump. Straight up.
Yeah.
Much love to you, Lisa.
I
Much
think she
love
like
to
them
you.
Steelers. She
Yes.
on the Lord's side.
Yeah, she on the lower side doing the good work. Doing the
Yeah,
good
doing
work,
the good
man.
work.
Yes, man. Bama Boy 22. What's up with your boy? Roll Tide to you, my brother. Mike Jones. Mike Jones. Good afternoon to you, Mike. Roll Tide to you, my brother. Good to see you. The homie Jay Mims. Jay Mims, what's up,
Yeah.
bro? Man, what's been cracking, Jay Mims?
With the
You got
business
look,
in,
Jay
Jay.
Mims. Look, Piano Man, this Jay Mims world, bro. We just live in it, bro.
Brother, thank you for
We
allowing
just
me
live
just
in
to
it.
pass through. Thank
Just
you
a
for just
passer
allowing
through,
me to
homie.
pass through.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, J Mim, this your world, bro. This your world, squirrel. I'm just trying to get a nut. Don't let that go over your head. But yeah. We in here, man. Much love, Susan. What up, Susan? Good to see you, Susan. Good to see you, Piano Man. Always got love for Susan. Coach Son always got love for Susan. Everybody always got love for Susan.
Joe
Much
Willie
love.
in the house. Joe Willie in the house.
Joe Willie in the house, like Piano Man said. What's up, Joe Willie?
Joe Willie in the house.
Damn tired, man. So, Piano Man, let's get right into it, brother. I want to get you first on this, man, because I got a unique perspective, man. And I want to know what the people in the chat say. I want to know what all the next Kill Tech. What's up, bro? I want to know what everybody think about this, man, because we as fans, I know how we think as fans. But let me tell you guys something, man. The transfer portal has changed college football, man. Make no mistake about it. The transfer portal has changed the way college football is being ran, the way college football is being exercised, the rules. It's a lot of different things in college football that's going on right now, man, that are extremely new. And you're seeing the repercussions. Now they're gonna cloak it and hide it, Piano Man, under we don't want to get people hurt. We don't want injuries, right? But Piano Man, I want to get your thoughts, man. Before you answer this now, Piano Man, take everything into account. Let me set the stage for you, and I want to know what you think.
Set the stage.
Texas is a blue blood program. USC is a past blue blood program. Nebraska is a past blue blood program. These programs have canceled their spring games because here's the real reason. Other teams are poaching players. All the spring game is now is it's a tryout for other teams to look at your damn players, pretty much. Straight up. 15 players gone from Alabama in the last April, together as far as the transfer portal. I know y'all remember certain names like Peyton Woodyard, Tony Mitchell, James Brockemeyer, Curtis Perry, Shaz Preston. I know y'all remember those names. After A-Day, thunderclap, they out of here, right? Your A-Day game is now. Let me go see who I can find on their roster who fit. Oh, Rico Scott. Rico, Look, I know you the third receiver over there. We got
Mhm.
125K for you. What you want to do?
Yeah. What you
That's
gonna
what
do?
your 8-day game is producing now, right? Ebony, what's up with my homegirl, man? I'm gonna be at your party, Ebony. We gonna get it cracking. You know what I'm saying? Much love to the home girl, Ebony. Much
What's up?
love to the young killer beast himself, Noah
Noah.
Carter.
Noah.
Right? That's what it is, Ebony. We finna get into this, Ebony, and I want to know what you think, player.
Mhm.
I gotta know what you think all the way out there in
Arizona.
sunny, beautiful Arizona, while we freeze our asses off here in Alabama. I don't think it's fair,
Mhm.
but I'm with whatever the Lord say. Right? I want to know what you think, Ebony. Piano Man about to school us. Now, Piano Man, we all love the 8-day game.
Yeah.
But this is not college football from 5 years ago, 10 years
Uh-huh.
ago. Hell, this ain't even college football from 2 years ago. I want to know what you think, Piano Man. Weigh all your pros and your cons, man, and tell me what you think about all of these great universities canceling the spring game.
All right, here we go. You left off a team, Coach Sean. You know Ohio State canceled theirs today.
Yeah, they're gonna do some sort of a showcase, but the
They're
normal
doing something,
traditional spring game
but
done.
the traditional spring game
Mm-hmm.
is over. Now,
Mm-hmm.
here's how I see it, and you hit the nail on the head. So let me address first things first. USC, Nebraska, former Blue Bloods,
Facts.
they're former, which basically means they're no longer relevant. They don't play that relevancy anymore. So, with that being said, they've taken major hits, this, that, and the third. But my problem with all of that, now I'm going to look at it from the next perspective. Canceling your spring game is not going to stop poachers from poaching. I'm just being honest with you. If a person gonna cheat, they gonna cheat. They're gonna
Yeah.
cheat. It doesn't matter. They're gonna find a way to cheat. Remember, you made that statement about Rico Scott. We know you the third receiver, got 125K for you. What you gonna do? That's the bottom
Facts.
line of it right there. We ain't even got to go through all the other semantics of this. That's the bottom line right there. The question is the burden of responsibility, for the lack of a better term, is on the shoulders of the team that they are presently with.
Yeah.
What do you have to offer to keep? That's the question. As far as
Right.
I'm old school, because back in my day, none of this was even thought of. I mean, were
Yeah.
they paying players? Yeah, they were. They were slipping a little something here and there. Sure, they were, but not to this magnitude.
Right.
So now it, like you said from the jump, transfer portal, not NIL, but the transfer portal has changed the complexion of everything. And now we got to deal with it. We
Yes.
got to deal with it. So, what do I think? Canceling a spring game is not going to stop a poacher from poaching. Canceling a spring game, and I'm going to show you something else. Canceling a spring game is not going to stop your player from talking to somebody else.
Facts.
That's been proven. So I still say, if you're going to play the spring game, play it. If you're not, it's not going to stop your players from leaving. It's not. I don't know where they get this ludicrous idea that's going to stop somebody from leaving. It's not. In my opinion, in my opinion, it's going to heighten it, because it's like, to me, it's like the forbidden. Let me go to the Bible, for instance. When God told Adam and Eve, don't eat of the tree, and Lord, you know what I mean when I say this, it's
Facts.
like it whetted their appetite.
Yeah.
It's like it wet when our parents told us not to do something. It's like curiosity killed the cat.
Yeah.
We got to arouse our curiosity. This is no different. In some cases, if a person is committed to where they are, they're going to stay and they're going to ride it out, this, that, and the third. But if they're not wholly 100% committed, then you can cancel spring games from now till the Messiah come. That's not going to stop anything. I'm telling you. So the burden is on the player, the burden is on the university, the with the coaching staff, and this, that, and the third, and the way that they're doing um recruiting now, and you're bringing in other players and this, that, and the third, and I mean, and like you said earlier, life is life, and life is still going, bruh. We're in a mess. It's a mess. But there's some positive, there's some negative. But I've only just discussed it from how I view it, that it's not going to stop anything. So I'm just still saying, play the game and let the chips fall where they may.
All facts. All facts, man. I agree with everything you said, man. What's up, Christian? Roll Tide, Christian. Um, I agree with about 99% of everything you said, Piano Man, because you hit the nail on the head, bro. I couldn't have said it no better myself. It's not gonna stop anything. You know, anytime you got money involved, we all know, you know, people will leap through hurdles and bounds to get to what we call the bag, right? But I do believe this, man. I do believe the cancellation of spring games could lead to changes in the college football calendar.
Good.
Like they may even start the season earlier. I think that this is going to be a trickle down effect. I do believe it's more to it than meets the eye. Coaches are going to tell you because of the long season and the playoffs and things of that nature. But I think that now, if you cancel your spring game, you can have more of the NFL type style, what we call OTAs. OTAs stand for organized training activities.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of what the NFL do. They don't necessarily have a spring game. Of course, they have preseason games in the beginning of the season, but they have OTAs around that time. I think college football is adapting. But I'm gonna tell you what I really believe, man. You know, I believe that with that transfer portal opening April 16th through the 25th,
Mm-hmm.
which is right after most colleges' spring games, I think it sets up well for a Rico Scott, for
Yep.
a Hampton. These kids who may not start but are hella talented to bolt. I think they could easily bolt. I think if you go out and you put these kids on display with the way in the landscape college football is today, I do believe that, especially when your spring game is televised. Remember, listen, what's up, Goof? Roll Tide to you, Goof.
Roll Tide,
The,
Goof.
the word tampering nowadays doesn't exist. It does not exist, tampering, Piano Man. The word tampering used to mean something in college football. Tampering does not exist anymore, right? You
Right.
got coaches watching your roster. I want these guys. Look how good that player is, right?
Right.
You know, if you cancel the spring game, 99% of your fan base is going to be pissed off. If you go through with your spring game, hella coaches are going to be invading your roster. Remember, tampering is said to be illegal, but it's clearly not. I do believe if there's going to always be players that other coaches know about but don't know about, right? Sure, they know the name Bubba Hampton. They know what he did in high school, right? Let
Mm-hmm.
Bubba go out there and show out in the spring game or have a great spring game, right? May not start over Ryan, may not start over Jeremy Bernard, may not start over Isaiah Horton, but somebody's going to offer him the bag. Go ask Isaiah Bond, right? Even though Isaiah was a starter, he got a huge bag to leave Alabama, not to come
Right.
play for us, but to leave Alabama. That was first and foremost. Let's weaken that team. I do believe, Piano Man, you know, the NC transfer portal in the spring, like I said, it's April 16th through the 25th. I do believe that the spring game is more for your fan engagement, right? A lot of coaches don't really care if the spring game is canceled. They just want the practices. You only get 15 practices during the spring game. That April portal is like I said, the December portal is the 9th through the 28th. You look at
Yeah.
all the players 15 Alabama had, like I said, you look at the names of the players that Alabama has lost in both of these portals. If you look
Mm-hmm.
at both of these portals that we've had, look at Emmanuel Henderson, look at Damon Payne, look at Jaron Hamilton, Amari Jefferson, Jay Sean Ross. Who else? Jeremiah Alexander.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Sterling Dixon, Ty Lockwood, Elijah Pritchard, Miles McVay, Caleb Odom, Jaleel Hurley, Kobe Prentice, Keanu Court, Jaheim Otis, Hunter Osborne, Naquil Bertrand,
Kendrick Law,
Dylan Lonergan. Brother, we lost hella players, right? Not all of them to the April portal, but to the portal nonetheless. So I'll say this really quickly, Piano Man, before I pass it back to you. I've been to A-Day going on, I don't know how many years. If they canceled A-Day, I can honestly tell you it wouldn't even piss me off at all. It wouldn't, because I understand from a coaching standpoint what is going on in college football now, man. Money is ruling the day, and these kids want it. These kids are upset when my right tackle is getting $175,000 and I'm getting $6,000. They upset by that. So if I can transfer over here to said university and get what he's getting, hell, I don't even have to love that university like that. That's what's going on today, Piano Man. I want to know what you think about that. Give me your ideas of college football going more toward the OTAs, right? And going away from the spring game. I hear what you're saying about the what kids are gonna do, and you're right about that. But give me how you personally feel as a Bama fan if Alabama was to cancel their spring game.
For me, if Bama was to cancel the spring game, I'm gonna be honest, I would be disappointed, because I look forward to going just to get a preview. Now, even though, yes, I will be at a game or two in the fall, but that spring part there, it gives me a view of what to look for. It also gives me that vibe. It puts me, because first of all, that's the last of football that you're going to see until the summer. So it kind of gives you that fix, if you will. But I would be disappointed. But Coach Sean, I got to go back to something that you said, because I don't think that people are I think they're listening, but they don't understand the magnitude of when you begin to lose players, because there was a player that you didn't bring up, and that's Jalen Hale.
Yeah.
So when you sit down and you start thinking about it for a minute, of a Jalen Hale, a Rico Scott, a Bubba Hampton, and others. Let's look at the running backs. AKD is a freshman, he's coming in, but David Riley, Richard Young, others. I mean, we know Richard's supposed to start and everything, but nothing is guaranteed, Coach. Nothing is guaranteed. Nothing is written in stone. So so I'm with you. I understand, but you asked me my personal opinion as a fan. I would be disappointed if we canceled the spring game. But however, and on the other hand, I think it wouldn't surprise me that if we went through with the spring game and players still left, in my opinion, they were going to leave anyway. So it's like you darned if you do, you darned if you don't. It's a catch-22 like deal. Either way it go, Coach, I'm gonna put it like this, so it won't sound like I'm rambling, because I know what I'm trying to say. But Coach, either way it go, somebody's gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna leave. Somebody's feelings are gonna be hurt. A team is gonna go without, another team is gonna gain, and either way it goes. So you can cancel it, it's gonna happen. You can play it, it's gonna happen. Either way it go, college football, the landscape of it has changed. So if we're going to go into OTAs, it may as well be now.
Yeah, I agree, man. As a fan,
get it over with.
Yeah, I agree, Piano Man. Get it over with. As a fan, I would be upset, but I me personally, I think I could live with it. I really do, man, because like you say, players are gonna leave. There's gonna be but I do believe when you allow talented coaches like Lincoln Riley, like a Steve Sarkisian, like any of these talented coaches who are looking for players for holes to fill, I think the A-Day gives them a target. You know, it's something about when you see a kid. Go ask Justin Unkenrokwo, right? A kid that balled out at A-Day. Didn't nobody know about this kid until South Carolina seen him on our A-Day smacking folks. Now, we didn't play him. We chose not to play him, right? So what happened? What happens is South Carolina
got him.
You know what I'm saying? So,
and he will probably be an integral part of their defense. He may not start, but I guarantee you, because of the training where he's come from, his pedigree, his collegiate pedigree says this dude is good. And then furthermore, Coach, I'm sorry for cutting you off, but when you said that, it sparked a thought. Yeah, it even came from his own mouth. He knew he was not going to play.
Yeah, I read that.
Did you read? You read that, and if our folks read it too, they'll know why he left. He left. He said those guys are good.
Yeah,
those guys are good. I mean, it is what it is. So, for those of us that are fans, I think that what we're going to have to really come to a possibility that what you've seen the last 15, 20 years is slowly coming to an end.
That's a fact.
And if we have an A-Day this year, it could possibly be the last one.
That's a fact, man. I mean, I hear Kill Tack. I understand Kill Tack. You're right. Hotels, bars, restaurants, grocery stores. I get it. Liquor stores. Everybody benefit from A-Day. But what if we done something like Ohio State is doing? They're not completely canceling A-Day. They're just going to a more showcases, something similar to Ole Miss, what they done last year. I think they're not going to have the traditional one-on-one game, offense, defense, blah, blah. I think they're going to be doing some activities. They're going to have some players out there, playing ball. And I'm not sure if they're going to flag it or I'm not sure what format they're going to use, but it won't be the traditional A-Day game. It'll be something different as more of a showcase type thing. How do you guys in the chat feel about that? Because see, me as a former player, A-Day to me as a football game sucks to me. Like, if you ask these guys who played here recently, A-Day A-Day might as well be a practice to me, right? Like, they don't show nothing. They run about 8, 9. Like, the offense is so vanilla. I can't tell who good and who bad. The defense is vanilla. Sometimes they do it. It's like they'll blitz a lot on one quarter they won't. It's so vanilla, bro. When you know what you're watching, I can do without it. The camaraderie of seeing all the fans and all that's great. Is 130,000 degrees. I get it, man. Seeing everybody from Alabama, everybody, I can honestly do without it, man, because it's such a vanilla game.
Yeah,
like they're not out there trying to kill each other as they should. It's such it's damn near Pro Bowl-ish to me when I watch our A-Day game, man. It is unbelievable how vanilla that game is and has become. But I can do without it, me personally. If I can ensure that you'll only steal 4 players instead of 9, I can do without it. I can do without it, man.
You know what, Coach? But now, since you're on that part of it, let's explore something that Coach Prime said about 2 years ago. Now, Coach Prime and Coach Saban were in a conversation.
Right.
And I said, man, that would work. He said, the way you would boost up your spring game, instead of playing each other, play is it an FBS school or
FCS?
Say for instance, FBS. Like if it's Bama, if Bama played the University of Alabama Birmingham in a spring game, First of all, it boosts revenue.
Yeah.
Just from the outside looking in, we're working our way in. It will boost revenue. It would boost in both schools. It would boost revenue. But then also by the same token, now when you're dealing with the players, it's going to see what both teams are made of. Now, both coaches have something to look forward to, and now you're playing some competition as
Yeah.
opposed to playing somebody from your team. The possibility of getting them hurt. Now you have some specifications of how the game is going to go,
Yeah.
but at least it takes that boredom away that you're talking about, where it won't be so NFL-ish, and now you're having to play at least a halfway game, a half game. You may not be going full contact, but it gives you that, still gonna give you that vibe. But it also gives the coaches chance to perfect the team a little and everything if they bought other competition in. And that's what Coach Prime said 2 years ago, that this is what the NCAA needs to go to, is that it allowed them to play a team from within their state. So that would be an idea, and then that's a way to still boost revenue, this, that, and the third. But what that business at hand still gonna be, coach, it's still not gonna stop a team from poaching your players.
That's a
That
fact.
you can forget that they can forget it. I love the other coaches. I respect all of them and their programs. But if they think that that's going to stop a team, an organization, another school, or however you want to put it, from poaching their players, then they need to come talk to us, and we go take their place and let us make that money and show them how it's done.
Facts.
Because
All
like I
facts.
said, if a player wants to leave, he's gonna leave. I'm telling you, because it's just like it is in a relationship. And I'm not saying this in no disrespect, but it is what it is. If a person don't want to be there any longer, I don't care how good you treat them, how easy it is you make for them. If they are not happy, they're not gonna stay.
That's
That's
facts.
it.
Yeah, that's all facts. I cannot disagree with you one bit. Shout out to Kill Tack, man. Thank you, Kill Tack. $20 super chat. Kill Tack says, I do watch most of your post game stuff from last year. So I was looking forward to your A-Day thoughts. So from a content perspective, it sucks. Yeah, you're right, Kill Tack. From a content perspective, it's absolutely terrible because that kills a lot of our environment. And I'm speaking strictly from a coaching perspective, not a fan. Like I try to separate the two. A lot of people can't do that. I try to separate the two from being a fan, being a coach of the game. I try to separate the two. um, it's easy. Thank you, Kill Tack, man, for the $20 super chat, brother. Much appreciated. I agree with you 100%. That will kill the content. All facts. Shout out to Nicole Covington. What's up, Nicole? Good to see you, girl. Thank you for tapping in. I appreciate you more than you know. Right, Kimberly? But I try to give different perspectives from different sides of it. I try to just be one-sided, right? I think that makes for a bland argument. I understand from a fan perspective what Kill Tack is saying. He's 100% right. Piano Man is
Mhm.
100% right. But if I'm Steve Sarkisian, if I'm who else counts this, Lincoln Riley, if I'm Ryan Day, I also understand. Nobody's gonna go invade Vanderbilt's roster. They're just not. You might have two players we might care about, maybe two, maybe three, maybe four if you throw in some offensive, defensive linemen. Nobody's worried about Montana's, James Madison's roster, even though they got some kids who can play. Go ask Indiana. I want Georgia's roster. I'm going to invade their roster. I'm going to be looking for their third tailback or their third wide receiver. I'm going to Bama. I'm trying to see who they got in this 8A game that I can go call behind the scenes and tamper with. Tampering goes on, and we know about the second string guys, but we didn't know about Bubba Hampton. Who is this Hampton kid? Who is this? He was killing in 8A. Who is this Bray Hubbard kid? Who is this kid? Let me try to get in contact with him, right? I want Texas roster. I'm going to invade around. So the Texas, the Alabamas, the Georgias, the Ohio States, these are the rosters that people are going to be calling for. These are the rosters that everybody around the country is going to be coming for. So I understand from a coach. I know what Steve Sarkisian is doing. He knows every coach in the country outside of the schools I just named is going to be all like piranhas on his roster. A-Day, you're going to find these big defensive linemen. Who is number 9 in such and such? Man, let's find out who he is. It is just like a free-for-all. So I get it from a coaching standpoint. I promise you I do. It's people like Clemson, as talented as Clemson is, they don't have to worry about a lot of teams poaching their roster. They have a few kids people might want, right? But nobody's worried about Florida State's roster for real, right? They got a few kids. They're Division I. They're top-notch players. We want Bama's roster. We want Texas roster. Every coach is coming after Ohio State's roster. Every coach is coming after Georgia's roster. Kirby has to re-recruit his kids after the season. He don't know who's going to be on the roster after the A-Day game. Coach DeBoer has to re-recruit his roster. He don't know who the hell is going to be on the roster after the A-Day game. Neither does Steve Sarkisian. They're trying to shelter these kids, damn near hide them, if I got to say it, right? If you're going to take 4, as long as you don't take 9. If you're going to take 6, as long as you don't take 12. I mean, it's sad, but that is the day we live in, man. And it's only a few schools out there who got to worry about this kind of thing. Everybody's roster is not being invaded. Maybe a player here or a player there. They're coming after Alabama's roster 15, 16, 20 deep. They're coming after Texas roster. They're coming after Ohio State's roster, Georgia's roster, LSU's roster. We want these schools' roster. Notre Dame, they got a couple of players we'll take, right? A couple, right? I ain't worried about Penn State roster. I'll take Abdul Carter. I'll take your running backs. Other than that, I don't care about nobody on your roster. I want the schools that I just named roster. Everybody's coming. Yeah. Everybody's taking a piece. So I get it from a coaching standpoint. I understand why they would want to hide their roster. Piano Man. Let's get into this, Piano Man. This spring portal is April 16th through April 25th. Pretty much right after the damn A-Day game.
Right after.
Right after. I want to know what you feel about, do you feel like these kids have to leave? Because I had a talk with Ebony. I had a talk behind the scenes with Ebony a while back, and I told her, and when you're young, man, you're impatient. Young Noah is going to be I pray that kid just have some patience, because her son is going to be a star at Alabama.
Yeah.
He play a position that after this year is going to be wide spanking open. Yanze Pierre, Noah Carter, these kids are going to play, man. They're going to get on the field and they're going to play. They'll probably play this year. They'll probably be in the rotation and playing a lot this year.
Exactly.
So go ask Marlon Humphrey about patience. Patience made him a first-round draft pick. You understand what I'm saying? Go ask Marlon about patience, right? Go ask Mac Jones about patience. One thing hadn't changed in football. I know the transfer portal and things like that have changed. Patience have changed. Kids want to sit and develop. But go ask these kids like that about getting to the point that they want to get to, right? Getting to the NFL. Sure, Mac has been on a couple of different teams, but Mac played well for his first year or two in the Patriots. He played well. If I'm not mistaken, he made the Pro Bowl his first year. Alternate or not, he was good enough to make the Pro Bowl. Few coaching changes. Matt Patricia comes in. Next thing you know, his season's not going the way it's supposed to. Comes in for an injured Trevor Lawrence and plays pretty damn well. So patience works out, man, right? Changing schools doesn't always work out for you. For every story, Piano Man, that you can give me of a kid that it worked out changing schools, I can give you 3 of where it did not work out. I want to know what you think about the kids going into this April transfer portal. Will we see great numbers, or will we see kids be patient, understand it's a process? The money's going to come. The money is going to come. Do you think we'll see 15, 16 kids again in the transfer portal? Or do you think these kids have finally understand how this thing go? And I'm going to sit my turn, ask James Smith, and I'm going to ball out when my chance come around.
Coach, that's a heck of a question.
Will they stay or will they go?
Or will they go? And let Piano Man be honest right here. That's been on my mind even before all this cancellation stuff came up because of the competition. So before I answer that, let's run another scenario that you sort of went into. Coach, you know what the other part is? When we were coming along, we craved the competition.
Yeah.
Cause I wanted to show that dude, you can't do that fullback position better than me.
Facts.
You gonna have to you dude, I've studied the best of them. I go home and work this out, blah, 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 blah. It's the thing about competition is that's where some of the problem is. So the competitiveness will either do one of two things. It'll bring the best out of you and say, I'll wait my turn. Or it'll bring the worst out of you and you get jealous and you'll leave and go elsewhere. And then 9 times out of 10, ask Isaiah Bond, like I think it was Corey, who said, how did that work out for Bond? And it didn't. It
That's a
did not
fact.
work out for him. Wasn't no Gravedigger play this year to help them out. So to answer your question, I think, oh boy, I think for some odd reason, you gonna see that 15 or 16 thing again.
Yeah.
I think it is what it is. That money is gonna get to some of them. It's gonna get to them, coach. It's gonna
Yeah.
get to them. Like you hit the nail on the head from the onset of our live tonight. Here we go. You just use that for an example.
Facts.
I got 125K. And then that's the other part of the problem. You've got parents, some
Yeah.
of them or an uncle or a grandpa or grandma, they're in his ear. So many distractions. But to answer your question again, I think just Piano Man's little humble, unsolicited opinion. I believe you're gonna see that 15 and 16 thing again because somebody's gonna get jealous. They're gonna get angry. They're not gonna understand why this cat is getting this and I'm just getting that. And then somebody's offering me they offer me this bag where I'm playing for this bag. I think we're gonna see it again. And that's why I said either way it go, coach, somebody's gonna get hurt.
You know what, man? It's gonna pain me to say what I'm about to say. Um, I got to give Ohio State. I hope Ebony just left before I say this. Good Lord, I hope she don't hear me saying this. I got to give a big shout out to Ohio State, and I'm gonna tell you why. Ohio State took that money. A lot of people don't know this, but Ohio State took that money. And let me tell you what Ohio State did. Sure, they brought in a player or two, couple of players. Sure, right? We know they brought in, Caleb and whoever else and Seth and we know, right? Linebacker, we get it. But here's the thing: Ohio State took that money and spent that $20 million on the players that they already had on the roster. They spent that money on their juniors, on their sophomores that they knew was super talented, so they wouldn't want to go nowhere else, man. They paid Jeremiah. They paid all the quarterback they brought him in. Sure, Will Howard, but they paid the majority of their roster to stay. That's what people don't understand about what they done. They paid Tim Keenan. They paid Ryan Williams. They paid all these intricate pieces of their roster. The Bubba Hamptons, who people will know this year. The Rico Scotts, who people will know this year. They took these kids and paid them, right? Instead of getting you $5,000 from AAA, we're going to give you $50,000 or $100,000 that we could have gave to some freshman who ain't done nothing yet. Sure, he's talented, but we know we got a championship squad. Let's pay the kids on the damn roster to stay here instead of transferring. That's what Ohio State did. Yeah, they spent a big money on that roster. Sure did, but they paid the kids, a lot of them that were already on the roster. And you see it paid off.
And coach, you know what? Now, and I'm gonna say this, and you know more about that, the inside of it than I do. Kill Tech hit the nail on the head about
Yeah.
Roydell Williams. I'll address that in a minute. But uh, but when you sit down and talk, what was it, a $20 million roster? Like what you said, 20 mil.
Yeah.
Kind of sit down and think about it for a minute. $20 million really is not a lot of money.
That's a fact.
It's really not. If in the economy in which we have, 20 mil is not that much. But what happens is that when you take the 20 mil and dispense it or disperse it into a correct place, it stretches for you.
Yeah.
It stretches. So you're exactly right. Which also goes to show us, as far as Alabama is concerned, hadn't quite learned that principle yet. That particular narrative has not quite caught up with Alabama yet because you've never had that to worry about. People came to Alabama to play for Nick Saban for the last 17 years.
That's a fact.
He was your drawing card.
Saban discount.
He was the discount. He was the drawing card. And so let me go to what Killer Tech 9 said, what Kill Tech 9 just said. So now enter a Roydell Williams, who was an integral part of the Bama offense, but went to Florida State thinking that he was going to get the same result. But what people did not know or didn't pay attention to, Florida State started unraveling when they did not make the college playoffs, and nobody paid attention to that. And they were in the same predicament that Alabama was in. And it goes to show you who had the better team. Bama did, because Florida State didn't do anything. They lost players. People got angry. They left, and they were transferring. You're seeing the same thing happen to Georgia. As quiet it is kept, you can look at the play on the field. They are not the same dominant Georgia. So this NIL, transfer portal situation, this crisis, bruh, it's not just hitting Bama. I know we're talking about. It's hitting everybody. So yes, I have to salute Ohio State, as much as I don't like them. Lord Jesus, I don't like them. But they're playing it smart if that's what it's going to take to keep them.
That's a fact.
And they're going to have to come in with some more money. But I'm going back to my foundational statement. But if a guy wants to leave, I don't care how much you're throwing at him, he gone. So that's what's going to still, be the
facts. I agree. But I'll say this as far as Roydell. I respectfully disagree, because Roydell did just what I would like a senior to do. Roydell stayed at Bama for 4 years. Mm-hmm. He realized it's some young guys behind me that my playing time may not be what I want going into my 5th year, right? So I don't mind a kid transferring after you stay at Bama for 4 years and you still fighting to get on the field. I'm not upset at you, right? I'd rather see you go somewhere else and do something big. Maybe it'll work out, maybe it didn't. In Roydell's case, we know Florida State didn't go well, but I'm not mad at a kid like Roydell who put his time in, graduate from Bama, stayed at Bama on the roster for 4 years, and going into his 5th season, he realized I'm still going to be sharing time. I'm not where I want to be on the depth chart, so I'm going to transfer. I'm not mad at the kid to do that, right? I'm mad at these kids that stay for King Mac. You come in for a semester, realize you got to fight for a position. I'm going to go back to where I came from. Bro, you should just stay there. You should just stay there, right? What's up, Jason? Shout out to my brother Jason, man, at HOF, Hall of Fame College Football. Shout out to Jason. What's up with you, Jason? How you doing, bro?
What's up, Jay? What business is?
Yeah, right, Kenneth. I'm not mad at if every kid did like Roydell. I'm satisfied with that. If you stay at Bama for 4 years, 3 years, 4 years, your time, and you realize, okay, I'm coming into my last year or two at Bama, I'm still not where I want to be. What's up, Caleb? Much love to Caleb King, man, and his beautiful wife. What's up, Caleb? Much love to you, my brother. No serfdom. What's up with you, boy? Bishop in the house, the OG himself. Good to see all of you guys, man. Thank you for tapping in, man. Much appreciated. We're just talking about the spring games being canceled. I have a little different perspective. Piano Man has a great perspective. People in chat have a great perspective. Just finishing up on Roydale. No, I wasn't me either, Kanafi. I wasn't mad at Roydale at all, Kill Tag, because think about it. We have kids that are transferring in a year. Like, you're not even trying to compete, right? I wasn't mad at Jaleel Hurley. I'm not mad at Jaleel. Jaleel stayed a couple years at Bama. He couldn't crack the rotation. He couldn't get, so I'm not mad at a kid that actually come in, play, stay for a few years, and see that you still can't crack the rotation. I'm not mad at a kid like that for leaving, right? What upset me is the kids that come in for a semester, 1 year, and you leave, because you're mad you didn't. That's the stuff I can't stand, that I can't relate to. Roydale stayed at Bama. Jalen Hurts stayed at Bama. These kids cut their teeth at Alabama. Now, that's the gamble in it. When you leave Alabama, you got to go somewhere where you think you may have a position or an opportunity to better yourself, to better your situation. And sometimes it doesn't work that way, right? That's the gamble in this stuff, man. That is the gamble. Sometimes the bigger check does not equal better playing time or better stats. Go ask Isaiah Bond, right? A lot of times it doesn't work out, contrary to how much they come with, contrary to what they preach to you, what they promise you. Go ask Jalen Rashada. His kid been it. I don't even want to talk about where he been. It doesn't work out more times than it do.
Exactly.
Right? That's all I'll say. There isn't a lot of Jalen Hurts stories running around there. It's just not. So you got to be really, really careful. My broski from another Moski, my brother
Patriot
Rob.
Life.
What's up with your Patriot Life? Good to see you, my boy. Good to see you, man. We just talking about these spring games. In a nutshell, Piano Man made the point that kids are going to transfer whether we like it or not. Kids are going to they're going to get tampered with whether we like it or not, right? And that's true. Tampering is it's a thing that of great relevance in today's football, right? My point was, sure, you're right about that, but it's going to be some kids I don't know about. Take Jason. Jason is a Oklahoma fan. I know about Oklahoma's roster. I know about the 2 deep, but it's going to be a 3 deep or a 4 deep kid that got hurt last year that a lot of people not paying attention to. Let him come out on A day and go off, or OU day and go off. Oh, that's a diamond in the rough. Now you just shown me this kid. I'm about to get on the phone with him behind the scenes, his agent, his parents, whoever. Listen, I got 125,000. Like you still gonna be third string at Oklahoma. You may play, you may not. Come on over here to Bama. That is what's been going. That is what's gonna be going on in abundance for the top tier rosters. So I get it. I understand why these guys are canceling A day. A day and these spring games now have become a showcase for other coaches to have their way with your roster. Shout out to Caleb King, man. What's up, Caleb? Good to see you. Rashada has been in more schools and he's played downs. That is facts. That is facts. That is what's going on today, guys. So to me, it serves kids well. It serves kids well to get somewhere, to learn a system, to try to be patient. I know that word patience is null and void in 2025. And I don't try to beat them up, guys. I know we as fans getting our feelings, and I'm no different, right? But ask yourself, as you sit here and listen to this podcast, if the job you work at right now, right, if another rival competitor in whatever industry you in come offer you 130 grand cash over whatever you make right now, a lot of us would be saying adios the same damn day, right? And that's just the truth of the matter, man. Money talks and loyalty walks. It's just the truth of the matter, unfortunately. Kiltack says, other than kids that left of Ohio State, I can't think of one other than Alvin Kamara that he worked at Facts. Facts, Kiltack. For every kid that we can think of that it worked out for, Alvin, Jalen Hurts, Nussmeier, what's the guy play for the Bengals? The quarterback for the Bengals,
Joe Burrow,
Jameson Williams, JMO. I can give you 4 or 5 kids that it did not work out for. A long list of kids who a lot of us have forgotten about because it has not worked out well, man. So, it just is what it is, to be completely honest.
You- Coach, no, but I'm gonna say this. You said something else, sir, and I'm gonna be honest. On the Piano Man with the Long Run, we sort of talked about this in the long grand scheme of things. Is that some of these players, in their own heart of hearts, they believe that they are better than what they're or than what they're being treated. They believe that. But where the problem comes in is when you're going up against the next guy.
Yeah.
And Coach Sean, you sort of said something to me about this. We were talking off camera one day, and I've taken this and I've created this narrative, if you will, that some of these players don't make it is because in a practice setting, they've done nothing to prove that they belong out there on a Saturday afternoon or on a Saturday night.
Yeah.
They haven't done anything to prove it. So what ends up happening is that some of them, like what I think it was Corey or was it Kill Tech 9,
Yeah.
some of them, they want something for nothing
Yeah.
because really they're not that good. So I'm going back to something that Caleb said, and I don't know if you saw it in the chat, but he said, "I'm still saying contracts are coming." That's what all
Facts.
of this is going to lead to.
Employees. Yeah. Yeah.
That's where it's going to lead to. And I'm in
Yeah.
agreement with Caleb that all of this, when it's all said and done, at the end of the day, whether you get 125,000 or whether you get $12.50, you're gonna have to sign a contract, and
Yeah.
that contract is gonna have some clauses in it, and this, that, and the
Facts.
third, and that's gonna stop a lot of this, and it will bring some things back possibly to
Yeah.
a particular state of normalcy. But until that happens, what Hall of Fame Jason said, it is what it is.
It's coming. You're right, Piano Man. It has to, with this revenue sharing on the horizon. It has to. It has to. Jason, that's why I highlight this comment. Jason made a great point. This is, to me, listen, I want everybody to read this comment. This is the biggest issue right now. Believe it or not, it's not NIL. It's not
Uh-huh.
NIL, guys. I know we have been soiled in this pay for play mix with NIL. NIL, name, image, likeness, is not pay for play. Pay for play is what's
Mm-mm.
going on right now. My university, Alabama AM University, is HBCU, much smaller university, right? It's not Alabama, but utilizing NIL to a great degree right now. They're selling jerseys with the players' names on them, right?
Mm-hmm.
People are purchasing that player that you like jersey. All the money is going to the player to stay at Alabama A&M. All the money is going to you can buy their jerseys. This whole revenue is going to them, right? To boost these kids, to make them stay here. Don't go transfer Division I when you have a great season here. Stay here. Get this 65 grand that these businesses are contributing to the university, to the player, through the university and the collectives, not give you a pot of money to this kid who hadn't done anything. We don't even know if he can play yet, and then he's transferring in a year when the people who gave the money want their investment back on their they want their money back on their investment, right? Jason said to me, the biggest problem is kids not getting good advice. When you
Exactly.
tap in greedy parents, agents, homeboys, homegirls, auntie,
Uncle.
uncle, long life friends, man, you better go here, get the biggest, a lot of times the schools that's offering the most money is not the right decision to go, right? And that's the
Coach,
truth.
Coach, I got something to tell you right now, bro. Let me tell you something. My sister teaches at the local high school. I teach
Yeah.
at the one on the coast.
Yeah.
One of the one of the most sought after players in the nation. She teaches him. She teaches him right now. She told me today, he sent me a message saying, he said, I want to be interviewed by your brother, but I can't. I've got to go, everything has to go through my agent.
That's a fact.
17 years old. And she said that he had a long talk with her today, and he even expressed how overwhelming the whole process is. I'm going back to what you just said. What was that you just put? Good or bad advice, not getting good advice. Hats off to your Hall of Fame, because my sister
Facts.
was just talking to me about that very thing that's going on with a player that umpteen schools are after. He's narrowed it down to 10. 10 schools, Coach Sean, 10. But he is overwhelmed by the
Facts.
process.
People don't understand that. I wish you screamed that from the mountains, Piano Man. It is so many hands pulling at these kids. I could tell you guys some stories, boy. Jake, listen, I played this game, bro. This is what you did too. That's why I'm always on the kid side. As you know, we as adults, a lot of people who don't know the ins and outs, they think these kids are just greedy. And some are. Don't get me wrong. Some are, right? Some are prima donnas. We know that. But it's just like Jason said, this is a system that was created by the adults in the room. Jason says, I'm all for fighting through adversity. But a lot of coaches are sending them to the portal as well, too. I just
Yep.
feel like the kids take too much heat for a system they didn't create.
Great.
Listen, go listen to
Thanks.
Coach Carl Reed. Shout out to Coach Carl Reed. I love Coach Carl Reed, man. That's one of my favorite guys to sub to. You guys go check out Coach Carl Reed. Big time coach, very successful in high school, know all the college coaches. I learned from guys like that. Those are people like I look up to. And they say a lot of the same things that I'm telling you guys, man. You know, I'm not one of these guys that claim to be a Bama insider and all. I don't want to be a Bama insider. I don't care nothing about doing that, man. I don't get no thrill out of interviewing people. I'm more of the George Teague guy. Get me on the film study. Get me on the boards. We can talk about why shallow equals X dig. Get me on that, especially in pro ball. You know, if you know what, if you know, you know. Get me on the board for stuff like that. So what I'm saying is what Jason just said. It's a lot of things going on behind the scenes in college football, man. These coaches, when they find out these kids can't play or they got another kid coming in, they're sending them to the portal. Kid don't got nowhere to go. Kid enters the portal. They're attritioning their scholarships. That means you think your scholarship is a 4-year scholarship. I'm here to tell you it's not. I'm here to tell you the fine print, that attrition, they can get your ass up out of there if you can't play in 1 year. You think the kid transferring. No, sir. The coach put him in there because he got this other kid coming. This is what's going on now, man. It's a lot of things going on behind the scenes that people do not understand, right? I know all about this NIL. I've been wrapped up in it. I talked with Miles McVay behind the scenes on my Twitter about the student athletic compensation package. I can show you the text. I put it, he was going to show it to his dad. I put them on that, right? We got Uncle Jay. Boy, I'm glad I saw you. I was wondering where you was at. What's up, Jay? Much love to my broski, Uncle Jay. Jay's inspirational station, doing big things. So proud of Jay. Channel has took off like fish grease. Love Uncle Jay to death. Keep grinding, Jay. Keep grinding, man. We just talking about these games being canceled, what it all stems back to. And that's the thing, man. For years, college football survived. But I want to tell people this before we go, Piano Man.
Yeah.
I've said this on Kyle's channel. I'll say this on my own. I've preached this from the heavens, man. When you guys get angry at these kids, I want you to think about one thing. Shout out to Buck. What's up, Buck?
What's up, Buck?
What's going on with your Buck? I want you guys to think about one thing, man. These kids, when I played ball, we didn't have no say-so in nothing, right? Back in them days, you didn't have no say-so. We're going to pay for your school. You're going to come here. You're going to play ball. And you're going to shut the hell up, right? We're going to pay your tuition. you gonna be quiet, do what I tell you to do. And and they should threaten you. I'll send you back to where you came from. They're threatening you in a minute. Nowadays in 2025, guys, with the internet and these little computers that we call phones, these little things we got that we call phones that can do everything. These kids are a lot smarter now. You can pull up bylaws and read them right now. If JoJo's Rib Shack, my girl Janet, let me take Caleb. Caleb, that's my partner. Let me pick on Caleb. Caleb, if you have a son, you have Caleb Jr., right? Caleb Jr. is a 6'3", 215-pound quarterback coming out of wherever Caleb is from, right? 5-star kid, everybody want him, right? Here's the thing about Caleb Jr. JJ's Rib Shack down the street is going to use Caleb's face. We're going to promise you all the fine things in life. We're going to give you a nice check, right? We're going to give you a piece of land over here in such and such. We're going to do all these great things for Caleb if he come here, right? Here's the thing. Once Caleb agrees to come to the university, right? Nowhere in the scholarship does it say JJ's Rib Shack can use Caleb Jr.'s face. Tyrone's Weed Shop can use Caleb Jr.'s face. Derek's Golf Club can use his face. This has been going on for years. We're going to take Caleb Jr.'s face. Caleb Sr. don't know who the hell you are. We're going to use his face on our business and make money. This has been going on since the beginning of time. Well, guess what the Supreme Court said? Not anymore. Not anymore. You will not use these kids to make money outside of the scholarship, right? So now you have name, image, likeness. Now I'm going to continue to use your name, going to continue to use your face, but now I got to pay you. That is what NIL is supposed to be. Now, that's not what's going on in Division I college football right now. Pay for play is Caleb Jr. I know you on Bama's roster. You signed with them. Don't care. Come over here to such and such university. They're giving you $50,000 a semester. I'm going to give you $140 a semester. Okay, where do I sign? That's what's going on, which used to be illegal in college football. So until you fix the adults in the room, you're not going to be able to fix the kids, man. And that's the truth of the matter. That is the truth of the matter, guys. Right? Look what Jason said. The NCAA is the most asinine, crooked people I have ever seen in the history of the world, bro. This is an entity, Piano Man, that penalized Johnny Manziel because he was charging for his autograph, right?
Mm-hmm.
But will let me give you 20, 30 dirty piss tests a month. Don't care, right? Long as you can make money, they don't care, bro. But at the moment you try to make something for yourself,
it's over.
No. So this is the truth, man. I'm telling y'all what's going behind the scenes. Look what Jason said. For every kid that is just bolting for an extra 50, 10 of them get sent away. This is the God honest truth. This is the God honest truth. They are always looking for the next best talent. Well, he better. Let's get him up out of here. He ain't been doing nothing. What you think about that, Piano Man?
In who was that? I was let me switch gears.
Yeah.
I'm staying in the same vein, but I'm gonna switch sports. What was the biggest trade that just went down a couple of weeks ago in basketball?
Luke.
Anthony Davis and Luke. What was the main theme they was all saying? Don't take it personal. It's straight business.
Straight business.
It's straight business. Well, folks, that's the business now of the NCAA. And if you really want to know the truth about it, it's been like that. It's just not, it just hasn't been as publicized as it is right now. But it's out there for all the world to see, and you've got a lot of moving parts. And what the whole thing is, Coach Sean said it earlier, and I can't agree more. And I'm going to reiterate what he said. Money talks, loyalty walks.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Kill Tack, $20 super chat. I'm not angry at any of the kids. I'm annoyed that the NCAA or conference commissioners didn't put the contracts to fix the biggest complaint by the coaches, which is the schedule, the transfer portal. So now we have a terrible NIL. I agree, Kill Tack. I agree to your first part that the NCAA was trying to always maneuver to the point where they could keep everything in-house, where they could control everything. But now you have these TV contracts. The TV contracts is going, they spoiled every damn thing. Remember, speak on this, Piano Man, Kill Tack. Because of TV contracts, you have USC, which is all the way in Los Angeles, in the damn Big Ten now, over here in the Midwest. Your TV contract and the money that comes in because of it, that are shared between these conferences, made a power in the West Coast.
Yep.
USC was the Alabama of the West Coast. Well, hell, they in there with Ohio State now. They travel 2,000 miles to Columbus, Ohio, because that is a conference game now, right? Everybody getting paid, man. How can you be mad at the kid? How?
And Coach, since you brought that up,
thank you, Kill Tack.
And Coach, since you brought that up, sir, let's go on and let's just take that all the way. Let's just take it all the way home. When they dissolved the Pac-12, it went to show you that super conferences were on the horizon. That's what they had in their brain in the first place, to create super conferences. Just from a former player's perspective and a fan's perspective. But when you sit down and look at what, I know some people don't like this, but here we go. Coach Prime, when he got to Colorado, it boosted the Pac-12, just his presence alone.
That's a fact. Money.
His presence alone put butts in the seats.
Yes, man.
Starting with Colorado.
Colorado was the second most watched football team in the country.
Play.
That's a fact.
It was a sellout. Whether they won or lost, whether Colorado won or lost. And what did they do? They just totally dissolved it. And can I tell you something else, Coach Sean? Can I tell you something else?
Yes, sir.
What should have happened? Now, here's what should have happened. If you was going to knock Colorado out of the Pac-12, what should have happened was, and you would have bought some, man, and this here would have bought some validity back to the whole thing. If you had bought back Colorado, Kansas, Iowa State, Oklahoma, Nebraska, it's 3 more teams, and revitalized that Big 8 conference like it used to be, and then revitalize that Southwest Conference like it used to be, you talk about revenue, that's from a 70s and 80s perspective right there. Yeah. But when you start putting them in the Big 10 and then to the Big 12 and the SEC, and then how in the Sam Hill you gonna put California in the ACC? That don't even sound right. But money, TV back to like what you said. Yeah. Money talks, loyalty walks. That needs to be on a t-shirt, bro.
That's a fact.
That's your brand right there. And have your name, image.
Everybody check out Jason's column, man. Definitely check that out, man. I'm gonna check it out myself. I definitely want to see it. Speaking on that, Piano Man, before we get out of here, a couple of years ago, the whole world was talking crazy about Oklahoma. My brother Jason's in the chat right now. They coming to the SEC. The SEC loved it, right? Us in Oklahoma going back and forth, ribbing each other. We loved it, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Everybody on the outside hated it. Oklahoma and Texas, how dare they? All this BS, right? Well, guess what? Oklahoma is making bank right now.
Bank.
Right? Everybody watching them. Give a damn what the record is. Everybody in the world watching them, right? And guess who said, you know what? If I can't beat them, I'm going to join them. Guess who did that? Oregon, USC. Ain't no more Pac-12, guys. The Pac-12 is virtually gone. I think it's two. I think who ain't it two schools left?
Washington State
Yeah.
and
Stanford. Oregon State. No,
Oregon State.
No, Stanford's
Oregon
in the ACC. Stanford's in the ACC.
Oregon
Stanford,
State.
Palo Alto, California is in the same conference as Miami, Florida.
Come on now.
Right? So say what you want, man. Money talk. Loyalty walk. So miss me with these kids, brother. You don't see they see what's going on. They understand these coaches. This is why Coach Saban was like, you know what? Y'all can have this, man. I want to coach football. Why do you guys think people rather coach pro football than coach college football? The normal coaches would be like, you know what, bro? If I can get a pro job, I ain't going no damn college football. No, you can have that. No, because, bro, I'm gonna go beg a 16-year-old. I'm a 50-something-year-old man. Not me. I'm just saying hypothetically. I'm Bill Belichick. I'm 70-something years old, right? I'm gonna go beg a 16-year-old to come save my. How about I be the face of the program? My son gonna do that. You know, put me as the face. I'm the Belichick, right? First pro job. I'm out of here on the first thing smoking, right? My son is gonna be here with y'all. College football, I promise you guys, is utter madness right now.
Coach, you when you gonna have another show? Listen, I'm gonna bring you on my show, you and Hall of Fame, so we can finish talking about this. Because let me tell you what, who is a living witness of what you just said. Ryan Grubbs.
It's a fact.
It's a fact. He turned down Alabama last year to do what? To go coach the Seattle Seahawks. There's your testament right there. And because it didn't work out, I hate to bust our bubble as fans. He didn't have no choice. He had to, I mean, he didn't have to, but it was like a foregone conclusion. I don't know what everybody up in the air about. Where else was he gonna go?
It's a fact.
Just saying now. So he came back, but there's your proof right there that some of these guys leave college and want to go pro. And then here's the other thing. Count how many head coaches now are now offensive and defensive coordinators. Chip
Kelly got the hell gone.
Didn't he do it?
Yeah, you had his college stuff. Yeah. Look at what Roll Tide Rise Up say. And when you guys read that comment, remember this. That's a damn conference game now. California to New Jersey.
Yes.
That's a conference game. Not an out of conference. We just playing the first game of the season.
Conference game.
Guess why?
Money. And it's Coach, right quick, I got to throw something in. Hall of Fame, Jason, you're gonna love this statement right here. And when you talked about Oklahoma making bank and they loving it, and then they turn around and whip Alabama, but how much? It was money floating everywhere that night. Trust me.
You can say what you want. Oklahoma and Texas is doing big things right now.
Yes, sir.
Nobody cares who won the Big 12 right now. Nobody gives a damn. I don't even know who won the Big 12. Do y'all know?
Texas. No, my bad.
Jason, who won the Big 12 this year, man? I don't even know who won the
I don't forgot.
Who the hell won the bro, I don't even know who won the Big 12 this year. Caleb, who won the Big 12?
No, I don't know.
Who the hell ran the Big 12, man? We tripping. Jay, who won the Big 12, man? But that Arizona State. And that's Arizona State. They supposed to be on the West Coast.
Pac-12.
So nobody cares. Unless it's the Big Ten or the SEC. Nobody gives a damn. This is the truth, guys. So in the future,
Coach, stay right there, though. Stay right there, man. See, because you're bringing up too many good points. Stay right there. Yeah. How in the did SMU get in the ACC? You're way in Texas, and you're going over here on the Atlantic coast to play a conference game.
Man, money, brother. The point of this conversation is stemmed from the spring games being canceled. It's all the same crux. It's all the same roots of what we're talking about, right? It's all the same. I had to ask the chat, and I knew Arizona State, but I forgot That's how
Me too.
unimportant it was. I didn't
I was
even
about
know
to
who
say
won the damn
Utah.
Big 12, man. Nobody cares, guys.
Who
Big
cares?
10, SEC,
That's
right?
it.
Outside of Ohio State, Alabama, Georgia, all the SEC Big 10 schools, Colorado is being watched by everybody. They were in the top 3, right? Other than Colorado in the Big 10 SEC schools, nobody's up there, man. Nobody watching Clemson like that.
Nobody.
Nobody's watching Clemson. Miami, Clemson, nobody's watching those people like that, right? So everything stems from that same thing. And it is the spring games are no different. No different, guys. Corey Lewis said it. Viewership. Viewership, man.
Yes, sir.
Spring games.
I
Taking my
salute you,
players.
Corey. I salute you, brother.
It
is what it is.
It is what it is. Caleb says, I've already forgot. Facts, Caleb. I did too, brother. We had to think about who the hell won the Big 12. Nobody cares, brother. I apologize to Big 12 fans, but I bet you this. Oklahoma had a non-Oklahoma season, right? Everybody watched them. Texas, everybody
watched them.
You can say what you want, man, but that Big 10 SEC logos, they bring money, right? These spring games being canceled by these schools and these conferences, fans are going to be mad, but the coaches know exactly what they're doing. They're trying to preserve their roster and skate through these portal dates nice and quiet under the cloak of darkness to preserve their roster for the college football playoff, man. And that is the truth. Listen, guys, we've been going now for an hour and 22 minutes. My brother Piano Man got to get up out of here. My daughter sees. I'm gonna try to be back on again. I'll probably go live again probably tomorrow. I'm probably gonna do another live tomorrow and just talk with you guys about some of the things that's going on, man. I really have a good time talking to you, man. Seeing my brother Jay, seeing Janet, Janet again, happy birthday and happy anniversary. God bless you and your family. My brother Caleb in here, man. Much love to all these guys. Kanafi always bring it. Jay Mims up in here, man. Keotac always bring it. Love when Keotac up in here, man. Kenneth up in here. Bishop in here. Trojan up in here, man. Much love to all you. Kimberly's up in here. I mean, much love to all of you, man. It's a pleasure to have my brother Piano Man up here with me. Roll, Sinners roll. Hey, Mark, let them hate. Oklahoma rolling the dough right now. Everybody watching them. Go look. Say what you want to say about the move and all that. And then they talked about you and then they copied you. They talked about you and then they copied you. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. I want the cash too. They talked about you and then they copied you. Right? Piano Man, tell everybody where they can find you.
Hey, you can find me at The Long Run with Piano Man on YouTube. And then you can also find me at Music and Sports Guy on Twitter. And in the words of B Sharp, it costs $0.00 to like, share, subscribe. Please subscribe to my channel and then come join us. I'm going to tell you, Coach Sean, I'm back in school. Right now, I'm also in theology school. That's why you haven't seen me much. And so I'm about to be finished with that, and I'm just doing different things, man. And as we say, God is good to us, and so we're just trying to do that what we need to do. So just hit me over there again. That's at the Long Run with Piano Man, along with the Keeping It a Buck crew. Come over there and hang out with us. And I need one more subscriber to make 100. So somebody please help me out tonight, please, at the Long Run with Piano Man, and also Music and Sports Guy on Twitter. Thank you, Coach Sean, my brother, for letting me hang out with you.
Always.
I don't know much, but what I know, I'm willing to share.
Always, brother. You always welcome, bro. We chops it up. Shout out to my brother Christian, man. Christian, I ain't even see you, bro. So good to see you up in here, man. I appreciate you, brother. Much love. Charles Dowell, much love to Arizona State. Facts, Charles. Thank all of you, man. Thank Piano Man. Ebony, what's up, girl? What's up with you? Everybody loves Ebony. I didn't see you, girl. Good to see you. We about to tap out, though. Tap back in with me tomorrow. We're going to be back on. Much love to everybody, and thank you for tapping in, man. We had a good time. Shout out to everybody who tapped in with us. My brother Jay, much love to you, Jay, doing big things. Tap in with Jay's channel too. Jay's Inspirational Station.
Yeah.
Tap in with Jason from Hall of Fame Sports. You know what I'm saying? Tap in with my brother Ty Hayes. Tap in with my brother Jan 716. Tap in with my brother Coach Carl and around around the block sports. Tap in with my brother Brinsky doing big things over there at B_Sharp Sharpshooters Podcast. Tap in with Tez, you know what I'm saying? Code name Tez. These guys are all doing great things, man. My brother Coach Al Sanders. Make sure you tap in with him. Tap in with all these guys, man. Tap in with Piano Man, like he just said. They bring great content. These guys are bring great content. You're gonna have a good time when you tap in with them. You're gonna talk some ball. Shout out to Justin and them boys over there at Bama Standard. My bros over there doing their thing. Shout out to Kangaroo Black doing his thing. Love all them boys' channels to death, man. Always tap in with these content creators, man. They bring positivity. They gonna holler at you. They gonna give you everything you need. Shout out to all Double L. What's up, boy? I ain't even see you in here, man. Good
Larry
to see
Lodge.
you. You know what I'm saying? Good as Carla, homegirl Carla in here, homegirl Susan in here, man. Much love to all y'all, man. Thank you. We're gonna be back on tomorrow. Caleb, good to see you too, brother. You know what I'm saying? I'll start it. I don't know nothing about golf, Caleb, but it's yours. So I'll damn tap in. I will tap the hell in, man. Right?
Me too.
Much love to Kimberly doing her thing. Kimberly always tap in with us, man. Thank you, Kimberly. I appreciate you. Love you to death,
my
man.
sister.
Yeah, man. Ebony tapped in with us. Everybody loves Ebony and Ebony Carter. Both Ebonys. Much love to them, man. You can definitely find me right here at JMHO Sports Talk. That's on Twitter and YouTube, right? Tap in with us. About to pick the content back up. Life been lifing. You know how it is, man. Just been going. Sometimes Coach Son don't feel like tapping in, boy. And I want to say this before I get out here. My brothers over there at Bama Standard had a great show last night. I didn't get to tap in before a minute. Lot of Roman Harper and George and Smoke and all them boys do a great job. But I want to disagree with Smoke. Smoke said he take Caleb Downs over any Bama safety. I love Caleb more than anybody, but I would take Minkah Fitzpatrick over any Bama safety. Why? Let me tell you why, Smoke. Because I feel Caleb is a better in the box safety. I feel like Caleb is a sure tackler, but Minkah to me was a better deep coverer. Minkah could play the star. Minkah could come off and play deep safety. He could play single high. He could play, two safety high. He could play on the hash. He could play in the box. I don't think he was as physical as Caleb in the box, but I think cover deep, Minkah was a better and had a bigger range than Caleb, believe it or not. I've seen Caleb give up some over his head. Give me Minkah Fitzpatrick, who started out as a star, I might add. Give me Minkah over Caleb Downs. This just me, though. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? Much love.
I've seen Caleb get burnt. He's got burned a couple of times.
Yeah.
Caleb has burn tendencies. So now, it is what it is, man.
Facts, Piano Man. And it's fun to talk about. Hey, Clinton Dix wasn't no joke, man.
Exactly.
Physical. Landon was probably more physical in the run game. Was probably a better cover safety. But give me Minkah Fitz over all those guys, respectfully. You know what I'm saying? That's just me though. But you guys, man, tap in with us tomorrow. We're gonna drop the link for the fellas. And shout out to all our brothers, man. Tap in with those guys. They doing big things. Shout out to Jason from Hall of Fame Sports for tapping in with the chat, doing big things. And Roll Tide to you all. And to all, a good night.
Roll Tide, everybody.
Roll Tide.